Hey everyone, Therapist Jen here. Do you take Lexapro or other types of psychotropic medication and are looking at possible alternate ways to maybe go off of them in a healthy way? How about going off of them without having significant withdrawal effects? Or how about going off of them and being able to understand the differentiation between withdrawal and actual symptoms that are coming back, because they manifest in the same way. So part of my process of being vulnerable, being honest, telling the world where I'm at, is I am getting off of my antidepressants. I have been on Lexapro for about 22 years. So how often in your journey to try to get off of your medications have you taken steps to change your lifestyle, to change what you eat, to change how you exercise, to bring mindfulness, meditation, or a stronger faith into your life? And one more thing. And then what about looking at the role of specific hormones in your body and getting those in check and in balance before you start to titrate off of your medications? So here's where I'm at. I am in the middle of doing a neuroadrenal profile. So as you can see from what's checked on there, I am giving some samples of saliva that it's going to determine my serotonin, my GABA, my dopamine. You can read all those, creatine, histamines, all of that good jazz, to figure out where my levels are. Now, I'm not selling anything to anybody right now. I don't get paid to talk about this. I'm not endorsed at all. Don't get me wrong, it would be great. I'd love some endorsements, but I'm not. I am telling the world my steps and what I am doing, because 22 years on a medication that was to be short-term for me has now taken some very significant effects on my body, and my ability to get off of them after 6 or 7 times of trying myself without bringing in these other holistic pillars and then some assessments of my hormones, I haven't been able to do it. So I'm going to give a shout out right now to my girl, Dr. Terralyn. You've got to find her. If you have not, on TikTok, find her on YouTube, find her on Instagram. She's on every social media under the sun. This woman helped me see that there are other ways, there are other methods to try to get off these medications, because it's my goal and it's what I want. I want to feel again. I want to have a sex drive again. I want to be able to cry again and actually feel it genuinely and not as though it's some superficial cry. So if you're listening to me right now and watching this video, I'm going to continue to document how some of this goes along the way. And it's worth watching if you are in that same space that I was in, where you knew you needed to do something next, but you didn't know what that next thing was. You've brought in the other holistic pillars of exercise. You've looked at what you're eating and you really have changed and shaped what you've eaten. You bring meditation or mindfulness or faith into your life. You do all these other things. Some of you maybe even be in therapy and all of those things, and you still can't get off of those medications. I'm here to tell you that the brain and the body are very interconnected. And if we don't look at the brain and at our hormones and the connection between the mind and the body and what's being produced, that may be a piece that's missing for many of you. So again, my girl, Dr. Terralyn, she's an expert in brain health. And so now I am going to take her suggestions and I'm going to document my journey along the way of how this goes. And you can get it here. You can get it in my podcast. You'll be able to get it on my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me for more.